Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my humble abode. My name is Olwetsi Ngodela, aka Lulu or Shaga Lulu _ on my social media. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I would also like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed already, that has been supporting me. I see you, I really do see you, and I appreciate I appreciate it so much. It means the world to me. So in today's video, we'll be discussing the psychology of fashion. I'm going to be clarifying to you what that means, and also going into why we dress the way that we do. I did mention that in my previous video, but today we'll be going deeper into it, and I hope that you guys, and understand it better in this video. So before I get into it, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment. So let's get into it. As I mentioned, that my previous video, I did explain to you what fashion psychology is in one sentence, but I'm going to be telling you more about it. So the psychology of fashion is applying psychological theories, approaches, and also practices within the fashion industry. So it's like a deeper understanding of how fashion and psychology influence each other. And we all know that fashion is one way of expressing ourselves, and it's also a way of communicating with others without having to say anything. Besides the fact that it affects how we view ourselves, it also affects how other people view us or perceive us. Hence why, I mentioned that it's a way of communicating to other people without saying anything. Like if you walk into a room full of people and you notice someone that is kind of dressed like you, not like you, but similar style, and you'll obviously gravitate more to that person, go and talk to that person, versus someone that is dressed completely different to you, or in a completely different style to you. Only because when you look at someone that is dressed like you, you relate to them more, and you already feel like you have the same interests as them. So that's the definition of the psychology of fashion. And it's very simple. It's literally that simple and that straightforward. So now we're going to be going into why we dress the way that we do and what influences that. So we dress for many reasons, obviously, and one of those reasons is to communicate not only our physical but also our psychological aspects of our self and identity, aka what you would call visual communication. We also wear what we wear to communicate our affiliations. So as much as we don't want to admit, as much as we don't want to admit that we belong to a certain group, as much as you don't want to be called a brown kid, even when you are, or whatever. I'm not a brown kid, by the way. I'm not that cool. But us as humans, we are motivated to belong to a social group without realizing, or without wanting to admit it. Clothing has a way of grouping people according to class, according to what you do for a living, and also where you're from. And for me, the most obvious grouping is according to subcultures. So subcultures are often defined by clothing. So for example, if somebody is wearing a two-piece tracksuit, a super busy, super bold colors, patterns, flowers everywhere, and it's a matching pants, or emoji faces everywhere, and it's super loud, uti kavela, uti DMD heads, obviously what are you gonna say? How are you gonna perceive that person? Obviously you would think that person is a Skotane. You would assume that, oh, this is one of Don Dada's boys. Another reason for dressing the way that we do, or why we dress the way that we do, we also want to empower ourselves. We also want to enhance our mood. So if you want to feel like a boss, you're gonna probably wear a power suit or something that's like professional. Or if you want to feel cute and you want to be out there and like live your best life, you're obviously gonna take out that nice number in your closets and you're gonna like feel cute instantly afterwards, you know. Like, fashion is very powerful, guys, believe it or not. It's actually very powerful. And we all know, like I said before, fashion is a way of expressing ourselves and communicating to other people who we are and who we want to be as well. So like, for example, like my style, I would say it's like contemporary with an African twist. It's very edgy and trendy type of clothing, and I would also add like African statement pieces. So something like this, you know, this Ndebele necklace. It's not real, but it's shout out to Small Streets. And so usually I would wear what I usually wear and then add like an African accessory, or even like a top that has like prints, African prints or whatever. So that's my style. And I think the African twist thing comes from me wanting or having a desire to connect to my roots and never forgetting where I come from. You know, I grew up in the city, man. Like, I don't know, I mean, I do know a lot about my cultures. I'm half Zulu and half Ndebele, by the way. So I do know a little bit, but I've never like engaged much in cultural or traditional practices. But I feel like clothing is a way to connect me to my roots still. No matter where I am, I will probably be rocking something, you know. And yeah, I'll actually insert a picture here to show you guys what I mean exactly. So yeah, that's my style. That's literally my style. Lastly, and I think the most important thing and general thing is that what we wear also depends on our personality, mood, emotions, as well as context. Context is always key in whatever you're talking about, especially in psychology. Like, context is always key. It's not that if I say something is this way, then it's that way throughout universally. Like with the personality thing, I remember when I was younger, like I was extremely shy. If you think I'm shy now, woohoo, meet the younger Lulu. She was very shy, and I still liked fashion though. I still liked, dressing up, and I had a little style. But I remember if I were to wear like tight fitting clothes, I wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, I would always cross my arms. My mom used to hate that, the fact that I would cross my arms all the time. But obviously it's a sign of someone that's just super shy. And yeah, I just didn't like attention, obviously. Still don't. But like, I like bold prints. I like colors. And for me, it's a way to get myself out there, and get out of my comfort zone. Because you can't always be in your comfort zone. You don't grow. You really don't. So, yeah, man, I used to be very shy. And obviously, I used to dress in baggy. I still do, though, a little bit. I used to dress in, like, really baggy stuff because I was so shy. I just didn't want, like, to be out there, So, yeah. Shame, I'm better now. I'm grown now, obviously. That was like 10 years ago. So that's a little bit about how personality can affect how you dress. So yeah, guys, I hope that clarified everything for you. I am so sorry. That is annoying. But I hope that everything was clarified for you, and that you kind of understand like where your style could have come from. Please also comment down below like what influences your style, your personal style. I'd love to know. There's so many other factors as well. It's not just psychology, but I'm explaining it from a psychological perspective. So yeah, guys, man, that's it for today. Like, we are done. Class is done. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And oh yeah, in my next video we'll be going more into psychology and not the fashion. I just wanted to explain fashion psychology to you guys, because moving forward, obviously, we'll be talking about different topics under fashion psychology, and I think it is important for you to know exactly what I mean and like refer back to this video. So yeah, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe, please. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.